The top stories. The NCC Layoffs Dispute heads to the Labour Department. A man on bail on a 2011 murder charge is among 5 men arraigned in last month's Nelson Street shooting death. And Jamaica rubbishes Barbados' claims to be the West Indies 4-day champions. Welcome to Nation News for Monday, May the 5th, 2014.
Introducing the all-new Ruby Gas LPG composite bottle from Rubis. These exclusive 22-pound bottles weigh 50% less than traditional steel cylinders and can be used for picnicking and day-to-day home needs. These composite bottles are translucent, allowing you to see the liquid level at all times, so you will never run out of gas unexpectedly. Lightweight, visible gas level, portable, corrosion-proof, eco-friendly. The Ruby Gas LPG composite bottle, available from Rubis.
5 men, all from St. Lucie, have now been charged with murder in the Nelson Street shooting of 2 Fridays ago, including one who was out on bail on another murder charge. As reported by Nation News, a captured wanted man, 35-year-old Andre Omar Jackman of Stroud Bay, Craphill, St. Lucie, was the first to be arraigned last week. Now, 4 others, including 2 who had been the subject of a police wanted bulletin, have been charged with the murder of Charlie Doom. Mr. Doom was shot on April the 25th in the bar at which he worked at the corner of Nelson Street and Wellington Street, St. Michael. The 4 with new charge sheets are also from St. Lucie. Ryan Omar Samuel, 33 of Grape Hall, 22-year-old Shane Akeem Omar Bab of Frags Well, Xavier Ronaldo Walks, 25 of Archers Road, Crab Hill, and Rory St. Clair Thomas, 26 of Grape Hall. Mr. Samuels was on bail for the murder of Rico De Pisa, who was stabbed to death on May the 21st, 2011 in Spikestown. The 4 appeared in the District A Magistrates Court and were remanded to Dobbs Prison. The 2 major labour unions got their wish for a meeting with the General Manager of the National Conservation Commission over the contentious dismissals at the statutory agency. But the dispute is still headed for the Labour Department. Close to 200 NCC workers are scheduled to be sent home as a result of the government's deep spending cuts. But the unions contend that the first in, last out retrenchment method was not being followed. The meeting with Chief Labour Officer Vincent Burnett and officials from the Barbados Workers Union and the National Union of Public Workers will take place on Wednesday. NCC General Manager Keith Neville met union representatives after turning down requests last week after the first layoff letters were handed out.
We've been informed that the board of NCC will meet tomorrow to have their discussion, and we shall meet on Wednesday with the Chief Labour Officer to address this matter fully. Right, Mr. Nablet, as we anticipated, we did not go into that room expecting a resolution.
March appears to have been a dismal month for tourist arrivals, with dips in both air and cruise passengers, according to published figures. Tourist visits fell 5.6% in March from the same month last year. According to the Barbados Statistical Service, the main British market continued to show growth of about 5%, as did continental Europe, which neared 30%. But the United States, Canada, and Trinidad and Tobago and the rest of CARICOM all experienced double-digit declines. The American market has suffered because of the decision of American Airlines to give up its New York flight. According to the central bank figures, cruise ship passenger visits fell 16.4% in March from the same month last year. A clearer picture of the performance for the year is expected to be given by the central bank in its quarterly economic report this week. Just over 3,700 students will write the 11+ exam at 22 secondary schools across the island on Tuesday. They are almost equally divided between girls and boys. 9 of those students were granted permission to write the exam at age 10 as compared to the 14 from last year. Schools from across the country were engaged in preparation activities on the eve of the exam, which determines the secondary school they will attend. From the north to the south, the east to the west, students were either doing final revision or light activities like word bingo. It's Red Cross Week, and the humanitarian organization is reaching out to young people. The Red Cross already has 250 youth volunteers and is in 16 secondary schools and 1 primary school.
We're still trying to broadstream both primary and secondary, but the goal is by the end of next school year to be in practically all the schools, and also having partnerships with the tertiary institutions like UB, Community College, and Polytechnic. We have a very solid relationship with Polytechnic, so now to just continue from there.
In sport. Now, who are the 4-day cricket champions of the Caribbean? Well, it depends on who you speak to. The West Indies Cricket Board says Barbados, who took the President's Cup, having won the league championship, which was then followed by the Final Four knockout segment for the Headley Weeks Trophy, won by Jamaica, who are now claiming to be the true champions. Jamaica Cricket Association President Wilfred Billy Heaven has told local media that as far as he is aware, Jamaica are the 4-day tournament champions. And it's a mystery to him that Barbados have been declared winners of what he called a flawed system. 32 teams are left in the KFC Champions Cup, local football's knockout competition. And they are all looking towards the top prize of $20,000. The draw was made at the Barbados Olympic Association as the 10 Premier League teams joined 22 from the other divisions. The second place team can still earn a good fee of $10,000, while third will win $5,000 and fourth $3,000. Rendezvous are the defending champions, and this round will kick off on Saturday. And finally, a drunk woman in her 20s stunned passengers on a Virgin Atlantic flight after slipping off to the toilet to have sex with the man she just met. Witnesses said things had got heated between the woman and the man who was sitting next to her parents en route from London Gatwick to Las Vegas. Later, the frisky couple were caught red-handed when their cries of passion were heard coming from behind the toilet door. It left cabin crew with no option but to step in. The woman was questioned by U.S. authorities but was released with just a warning before continuing her holiday. What a start. And that's Nation News for Monday, May the 5th. It's available on Facebook, on our YouTube channel, and on our website, nationnews.com. You can also keep up to date via Facebook and Twitter to get your news, your time, your way.